Hey, what's up guys? So it's the start of my off season. Today we have shoulders on deck. I know that's a pretty popular muscle group everyone likes to train. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. It's my first shoulder session of my off season, so I'm pretty stoked. But before we get started, I'm gonna take you guys through my supplement regimen. First off, we have Hostility and Bloodshot. Let me switch this around. Hostility and Bloodshot. These are the pre-workouts from Hosstile Subs. One has caffeine, some stim to get you going if you like that. And the other is non-stim for people who train later at night. Maybe you don't want to take caffeine before bed. I use them differently. So on days where I'm prioritizing strength and my volume is really low, and I'm just trying to put up numbers really, of course, prioritizing contraction form as well. But when I'm really trying to push weight, I take Hostility because I want that caffeine, I want that stim, I want it to wake me up. And on days where it's mainly about blood flow and I'm just trying to get an insane pump, and my sessions are a little faster, maybe like an arm day or something, I'll incorporate Bloodshot. Today is shoulders. We're gonna do a lot of volume. I wanna push some heavy numbers. And I'm also feeling a little tired, so I'm gonna throw in some Hostility for the caffeine. And I'm gonna do a scoop of that. So one scoop is plenty. The stuff is really strong, so cool Flye. Anyways, that was really gross. So this stuff's really strong. I recommend only doing one scoop at most. I'd actually recommend starting off with half a scoop though, and then kind of testing your tolerance from there. On prep, I did a scoop and a half and I felt insane. Don't do that. Stay within that half a scoop to full scoop range. And so that's Hostility, that's Bloodshot. That's what I do about 30 minutes before the workout. So those two supplements. And then right here we have Silo 9, which is an essential amino acid product for Hosstile Subs, and then Intro 3, which is their carbon EA formula as well. They're like all in one formula. So I'm gonna drink my pre-workout 20-30 minutes before my session. And then once I drink this, I'm gonna make my Intro drink shake. And this contains carbs, like I said, and some EEAs. And that's gonna give me about 40 grams of carbs with 16 grams of amino acids. And then I like to take just a half a scoop of Silo 9 just to throw in some more EAs in there and get close to that 20 mark. But I love this because it has cyclic dextrin, which is a Cadillac of all carbs, and some dextrose. And then it has 8 grams of EAs per scoop and some key electrolytes to help with performance, strength, endurance, pump, everything you need to have a great session. So it's everything I look for in an intro workout drink. So that's what I'm doing currently at the moment. And I know you're probably looking at these Rice Krispies over there thinking, what the hell does this guy have over here? So for the longest time, I had Rice Krispies in my diet, even on prep, which is pretty nice. Just something my coach, Phil Viz, he does my training, my nutrition, has me doing. I have these little ones right here because they're on sale and they're cheaper than the actual like normal sized ones. And they're actually freaking adorable. Look at that. 45 calories per little square. So they're pretty cool. But I'm doing 2 Rice Krispies before my workout. And that's everything I do prior to training. And like I said, Intro R3 and Silo 9 during training. If you're trying to stay away from carbs, then you could just take out this Intro R3 and do Silo 9 and just have EAs, and that'll help with recovery and endurance as well. So that's how I use these products. That's my current protocol at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna drink this, then I'm gonna make my intro workout shake, and then we'll see you guys for shoulders. What is up? Today we have shoulders in my home gym. Finally got it put together. Missing some things here and there, but it's definitely good for some shoulders. And today I'm going to take you through my session and what I'm doing. It's the start of my off season, my first shoulder session off season, like I said, so I'm pretty excited to make some progress and get to growing. Let's get started. Right now, I'm going to warm up on the free motion dual cable cross machine. And I'm just gonna do some lateral raises. It's nothing crazy, just something super light. Get some blood flow in the muscles, warm up the muscle group. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be sipping on my intro drink that I showed you guys earlier. The Intro R3 and some Silo 9. Just to let it absorb really and push some of the nutrients into the muscle. And my goal is to finish that by the time I hit my first working set. That way I'm putting all those nutrients to use, something my coach has been doing. So yeah, I'm gonna start warming up now. Alright, so just a quick form tip I want to share with everyone, because I know some people struggle with establishing a connection with their delt when performing this exercise. When I do this, I like to lean a little bit, specifically on this machine. I like to lean a little bit, throw my hips in one direction and my upper body in the other. And as I do that, I like to flare out my lat. And the reason I do that is to take my trap out of the movement. And then from there, I'm going to drive with my elbow. And when I contract the muscle, I'm squeezing and lifting with this part of my hand, the outside of my palm. Even though my hand's gripping the handle, all my fingers are on my fingers, I'm really squeezing with just the outer part of my hand. And that's to contract my delt. So from there, this is what's gonna look like. Boom, and I stop right there. And then I end right there. For me, that's my range of motion. That's where I feel peak contraction and constant tension. Anything lower, there's no stress on the delt. I can hold this all day. Anything higher, that's a lot of trap getting involved. So like I said, flare the delt out and drive with the elbow. All right, so I finished warming up, did my lateral raises. Feeling pretty good, nice and loose. I got some blood flow going into the delts. Now moving on to my compound lift, my first exercise, my bread and butter meat and potatoes of the day, which is shoulder press on the Smith machine. Personally, I like doing it behind the neck. I feel like it's really hard to cheat. I know some people don't like that, some people do. I love it, it's my favorite exercise. I've been doing it since day one of training, and I've had any issues with it, so I'm gonna keep on doing it, but it's my main lift for the day, and I'm gonna pyramid up slowly. I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing today because I've had access to Smith machine in a while, and I'm not sure what my strength's like right now, but we'll see where we land today, and top set is probably gonna be in the 8 to 10 rep range, so we'll see about reps here. That felt kind of heavy. I'm getting close to my top weight. I don't want to, fatigue the muscle and waste my energy on sets that aren't my top set. So I want some energy for the all-out one set. So I stopped at 3 of them. I could have probably done some more. I'm going to take it off now, throw on this 25, and try to get as many reps as I can and reach failure here. So now this is the one that counts. This is the one I've been warming up for. And this is the one that's going to help me get to where I want to be. Set, as you just saw, that was 2 plates and a quarter. I did about 5.5 reps there, and I'm actually pretty happy with that because I haven't done this movement in a while. Like I said, it's my first week of my off-season, so that's actually a win for me. Now I know this is kind of to gauge my strength as well, so now I know where we're at and where we want it and where we need to be. So next week I'm going to try to do 2 plates and a quarter, same weight, but maybe for 6 or 7 reps, and then we're going to just progress from there. My max ever, I think, was 2 plates and a 35 for 7 or 8 reps. So we're gonna try to beat that this offseason. That's the goal. But I'm gonna do a back off set now. I'm gonna increase the reps a little bit, try to fill in that 10 to 12 rep range. So right now we have 2 plates and a dime, a 10. And then we're gonna hit this and then maybe do another set there from there. But that should be it. And then move on to the next exercise. think it was 5.5, like 6, round to 6, and then we did 10, and then I think 10 again, something like that. So 3 sets there. My shoulders are feeling really good right now. I'm gonna move on to lateral raises now, dumbbells. For today, I'm gonna do probably 2 sets here, maybe 3. I know people say go super low dumbbell lateral raises, keep the volume kind of high. I like to keep my lateral raises pretty heavy. I don't do 20s or 30s. These are 40s, 45s, also the lowest or the lightest dumbbells I have in the gym other than 20s. So I kind of forced myself to go heavier, I guess. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, we should do lateral raises. Keep the rep range 10 to 12. 2 sets here, maybe a lighter set. And then we'll watch next exercise.
I could show you how to defeat
So now we're approaching the end of the shoulder workout. I'm gonna do probably 1 heavy set here, and then after that, I'm really gonna push volume, and that's gonna take about 5 to 10 minutes. It's just gonna be me doing some triceps, probably some lateral raises, some presses, and some more upright rows, but we'll figure that out after we do this. I have too much blood flow on my shoulders to even think about anything right now, so I'm gonna focus on this, and then we'll do a nice little giant set at the end. 1 heavy set here, another compound movement, and then yeah, 1 more. So we did more heavy work. My shoulders are feeling pretty pumped, but I want to push the volume a little bit, so I'm gonna do 1 giant set. And I'm gonna try to take everything to pretty much failure. So we're gonna start off with a shoulder press machine. I'm gonna, I don't know, do 10, 12 reps there. And then from there, I'm gonna do rear delt flies. Boom, maybe 10, 12 reps there. From there, I'm gonna do upright rows. Same thing, 10, 12 reps. And then from there, I'm gonna do lateral raises. From there, I'm gonna go immediately into front raises. And then from there, I'm gonna end it with the shoulder press again, facing the pad. So that's our giant set for today. Everything in the 10 to 12 rep range. I might do a drop on some. I might do some other intensifiers, like a static hold or something. I don't know, it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling for the movement. But feeling pretty good, so we're gonna try to push a little bit. We're done. One thing I forgot to mention before doing this was that what a giant set was. And if you're gonna catch on, the giant set is pretty much combination of exercises and doing one and jumping to the next without any rest or any breaks in between. So it's a good way to push volume and really put a lot of blood flow into the muscle. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of back, some touch-up work for back and chest. I'm pretty much done with my session. Shoulders was the main focus for today. My coach has me doing some light back and chest work on certain days. And today's one of those days where I'm just gonna do some touch-up work. I'm just gonna shove some blood in there and really shove all the nutrients I'm drinking from my intra-workout shake into the muscle. So I can do anything I want with back. That's what he told me, so I'm probably gonna do some type of row. Maybe here actually. And for chest, I might do a Flye press, we'll see. Those felt really good. Yeah, that's how I feel. No better than lat pump than I do with that exercise with there. That's my favorite all time. So that felt good. And then I just really want to do some dumbbell rows. It's like fun, you know. Food's higher, I'm feeling pretty good. I kind of just want to push it a little bit. So I did an extra set there, and now I'm gonna do 2 sets here. Nothing crazy, just trying to, like I said, shove a little blood into the chest.
You can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight I could show you how to defeat
So I'm gonna do one more thing. I know I keep saying one more, but I'm gonna do some calves because I'm trying to bring that up as well this off-season. So a couple sets of calves, and that's it.
I could show you how to defeat
And that's calves. Pretty pumped, as you can see. You know, not the biggest, but we're gonna work hard this offseason to get them pretty meaty. So that's my shoulder workout with some light chest and back and calves. Hopefully my ugly gym faces didn't bother you too much and you got a kick out of my session. Maybe you learned a thing or two that you can incorporate into your own training. But that's shoulders. We'll be back with another session. But yeah, that's my shoulder workout. That's pretty much what I do, what I've been doing ever since I started training. Start off with some heavy work, end with a lot of volume. That's pretty much it. But thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one.